guys, this is your girl Phoenix Alexander. I actually wanted to check in and do a health update because I realized I hadn't done one in a while, and a good amount of my subscribers are sick people like me. So I wanted to tell you what's been going on with me. So for those of y'all who don't know, I have a terminal health condition slash blood disorder. I have had a widowmaker heart attack, several blood clots in my heart, my lungs, and various other parts of my body due to a genetic blood disorder. And now I have what is known as congestive heart failure. So I have a defibrillator placed in my heart. I also have 5 stents that help to basically keep my arteries open and my blood going, because I can't afford to have any other extractions or obstructions, sorry, in there. I've actually been doing pretty good for the last couple of months. Now that fall is upon us, that is like a hard time for me. This is also the time of year that I initially got sick and had my heart attack. So it always causes me anxiety to get around this time of year. But I am proud to say I have lost 60 pounds at this point. And if you guys are interested in how I've been able to do it while disabled and unable to exercise, I'll be more than happy to share that information. But yeah, I lost 60 pounds and that helped exponentially with being able to just move around, have more energy. Before, I couldn't even like walk a Target store without needing help or being out of breath or, you know, having to get one of those mobility electronic scooters, which is very hard for somebody in their 30s. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. And a lot of times what I run into is people like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with you, girl. Like, no, I died and came back. So yeah, there's something wrong with me. Or I'll have the people that are like, oh man, see, that's why you got to eat right, man. You got to do this, you got to do that. Like, no, my body works different than yours. And especially now, I hear it a lot. Like, because of my blood disorder, I clot like crazy. So what winds up happening is if I eat a bunch of salads and greens and stuff like that, that everybody else, you know, gets amazing results. Like, that's how they lose weight. That's how, you know, you keep your body good. You go vegan or whatever. All of that stuff thickens my blood like Mississippi molasses on a cold Chicago day. So that's why I had like 5 blood clots at one time, because when this happened, I was actually, you know, vegan 3 days a week, raw food vegan 3 days a week, and spinach was my favorite. And spinach is full of vitamin K. So with my blood naturally being thick anyway, it was like clot city. And even now, like if I have any spinach, my blood gets so thick. Like, it gets ridiculously thick, like instantly. So for the most part, like once a week, I will allow myself the pleasure of having a nice hearty salad or something like that. But for the most part, like I gotta kind of stay away from anything that a typically healthy person would be able to eat. Like, I really have to watch my smoothies and stuff like that. Mixes that have kale, which is a huge source of vitamin K. Kale and spinach, they're both huge sources of vitamin K. So I avoid those like the plague. So now that fall is here, and if you're like me and you have congestive heart failure or any type of heart disorder, you recognize that when the seasons change, it gets very hard on our systems. In which case, I definitely feel it. I don't swell as much as I used to. Back when I was at my highest weight, when the heart failure was really bad and my body was just full of fluid, my highest weight, I was 297 pounds. And when I was hospitalized for my heart failure, they literally got 11 liters of fluid from around my heart. So I want you to think about that. That's how much fluid my body was holding. Like my whole body was flooding from the inside out. 11 liters. That is 2 liters and a half was in my body. So now when I have a bad heart failure day, if I step on the scale and I notice that I gained like a pound overnight or 2 overnight, I know it's fluid retention. So I have to make sure I'm taking my fluid pills. Now I don't need to take them every single day, but definitely if you're in active heart failure, you have to take those fluid pills. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to take it because it makes you feel like, a peedy old person. It ain't easy for me either, y'all, okay? But you gotta do what you gotta do, because it's better to take those pills, get rid of all that excess water weight, and then your body can actually function the way it needs to, than to hold on to it. And a lot of people think that being healthy now means drinking, a gallon of water a day. And that's all well and good if you have a very active lifestyle and you're burning it off. But if you are not, where's that gallon of water going? You're not peeing it out. So yeah, at this point I feel a little rough. I have PCOS now, which for those who don't know is polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I don't know if this is an additional thing that happened because of my other conditions or what, but I actually have not menstruated since March. And I went to, see my gynecologist and an obstetrician and the whole 9 yards. And essentially, they're like, you have some very large cysts in there that are usually, would release an egg when you're menstruating. But for me, my body's just like, nah, man, we can't afford to menstruate. And that's what it is. Like my system is just like, nah, dog, not interested. So, it's been a little weird because, it causes bloating. It can be uncomfortable sometimes, but for the most part, my biggest fear is having them rupture or anything, because with me on the blood thinners, it's like internal bleeding, could kill me very easily. So I just pay attention to all that stuff. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this year, because I am 60 pounds lighter than I was, well, last year, this time, I want to say I was like 40 pounds heavier than now. So I am hoping that this fall winter transition won't be as rough as my other ones typically are, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. But so far I'm feeling good. I feel pretty good. Even, with the COVID cootie going around and everything. Yes, I did get vaccinated. I got vaccinated pretty early on in the process, with me being 37 and having the medical chart of a 97-year-old. And it was lovely. I had some very attractive army men take me to get my shot, and I was in and out, and it was lovely. So yeah, I get it. But anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. If you have any questions or whatever, let me know. Some of y'all who have heart failure too, I'm so sorry. I've been all over the place. I'm trying to do a lot here. I'm just trying to get as much done as I can. When I first got diagnosed, they said most people, now granted, I have yet to meet another person or hear about another case that's similar to mine. So I don't have anything to go off of, other than they said to treat this like heart failure, like typical heart failure for the most part, in which case somebody who's at my level would typically have a 5-year mortality rate. And now I'm going into year 4. So there is a little bit of a franticness to like try my best to like, make something stick, like have something that people remember me by, even if it is only the 50 people in my family who decide to watch, or, I'm blessed to have more of you guys checking in with what's going on. Because I don't have any children, this is my legacy. This is what I'm going to leave behind. The good, the bad, the stupid uploads, the whole 9 yards. So my family can look back and be like, oh gosh, she was so stupid, but we loved her. And I'd be like, yeah. So yeah, I feel good right now. Now I don't feel like I'm gonna keel over in a year or anything. However, it does kind of stay in the back of your mind. I feel like once I get past that 5-year mark, then I'll be able to kind of be like, all right, cool, I made it. Like let's really get in there. But for right now, it's just like like I said, I'm just leaving me on camera. And thanks to everybody who's been rocking with me since the very beginning. Thanks to all the new people. Thanks for anybody just breezing by or whatever. But yeah, I'll try to periodically hit you guys in, like maybe once a month. And anybody who's looking for my weight loss secret for being able to lose that 40 pounds, well, 60 pounds, sorry, while not being able to go out and exercise due to my heart situation, leave me a comment down below and I'll definitely do a video, even if it's just one of y'all. But all right, have a good one and be blessed and take care of yourselves. I'll catch you next time. Bye.